James Kaufman, World News Report today, March 23rd, 2025. God bless you and yours, no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all might remember I did a video yesterday on Jessica Abers, the ex, by only a few weeks, DOJ Prosecutor. I think she was number 2 in charge, number 2 or 3 in the whole Department of Justice Criminal Division. And at 43 years old, she ended up dying, or something happened to her in her apartment. Now, we all knew it was just, too convenient. She'd have been around during all the meetings that the DOJ and the White House had. But believe it or not, this gentleman here is arguing that she was taken down for a whole nother reason. It's even a deeper rabbit hole than we could have imagined.
You expect me to believe that Jessica Alba, which do keep in mind, is a former U.S. attorney of Virginia, okay? She was found dead in her apartment. But nobody actually knows what this woman was in the process of doing. Jessica Alba was the lead prosecutor in the case of Asif Raman, a former CIA agent, okay? And Asif Raman, which once again was a CIA agent, okay, was arrested on charges of leaking classified documents, but not just any classified documents. Classified documents revealing Israeli military preparations, by the way, for a potential strike on Iran. Do keep in mind, the news of Jessica Abers' death comes just a month before Raman's sentencing in Virginia.
Do y'all remember when they said they had found out who had leaked those attack documents out of the Pentagon? I don't believe it could have been Jessica Abers, but she was definitely, in the loop, if you will. 43 years old. It sounds like Mossad is up to their old tricks. Nothing's changed.
And Asif Raman wasn't just any ordinary CIA agent, okay? First of all, he had been employed by the CIA since 2016, okay? And held a top secret security clearance with access to very sensitive compartments of information. Some of the most sensitive information within the U.S. government, might I mention. And beginning in the spring of 2024, the Department of Justice said that Raman repeatedly accessed and printed classified information, literally taking them to his home and altering them in an attempt to conceal their source. The department also said that Raman then shared the top secret information with multiple people who were not authorized to receive it. And as the documents were shared publicly, the Department of Justice said that Raman deleted and edited journal entries to try to hide his personal opinions and cover his tracks. The department says that Raman also destroyed multiple electronic devices, including a personal cell phone and even an internet router. And he had used to send classified information and pictures of sensitive documents. And not just that, but Jessica Alba and her office also obtained a guilty plea from an Israeli national for his alleged role in facilitating the illegal entry, by the way, harboring and transportation of a non-citizen to the United States. And that's not even just it. Last year, Jessica Alba also helped secure a guilty plea in a corporate espionage case, which involved Siemens Energy Inc. Yes, that is unfortunately their name, but that's not even just it. In coordination with the Department of State and Treasury, Jessica Alba and her office also brought an indictment against a Russian national for his alleged involvement in multiple money laundering schemes. Now, there is a long list of her accomplishments, those being the major. But I mean, when you know all that information, something about this just, So the only question that I'm left with is what happened to Jessica Alba?
Because it stinks to high heaven. You know what? When you live by the sword, you always die by the sword. And I want to truly believe that. I think that's what we're seeing here. Definitely taken out probably by Mossad. Probably with one of these darts or entry applications that dissolve and are practically invisible after a few minutes. God bless you and yours. Jessica Abers. Why was she killed? Maybe for one of those 2 or 3 reasons, or the plethora of other reasons, i.e. she was in every meeting with the White House and all of the attorneys that came down and AGs, DAs, etc. on Trump. She knew and was privy to every meeting. If she would have got subpoenaed, not working for the DOJ anymore, it would have been a, well, really bad day for all Democrats, to say the very least. God bless you guys. It's sad, a 43-year-old, but she played with fire and got burned. F around and find out. I mean, I can keep these going all day long. I knew there was more to the story, and I knew it would come out in the next day. So here we go. If the story develops more, which I'm sure it will, I will keep y'all apprised. God bless. Share, subscribe. Always remember, anything's possible. Bizarro world.